Dark out here at Mullen Reserve. If you're watching the live stream, you can't really see
Turn
that.
the brightness up.
Because of the great work of Lee Green. You wouldn't know how dark it is, but that's a bit more light.
That's a better filter, Lee.
Yeah.
Maybe we might get your outside light to turn on.
Very
your security light, Brad.
Final quarter about to get underway.
Turn,
9
Brad.
goals, 10 apiece. And, Damien Watson's quite tall, isn't he? He's almost as tall as Patrick Bowden. And Patrick Bowden was, key position player at AFL level. Damo doesn't give away too much height to him. So, Cruceratis' kick there. Quick kick. It's inside forward 50. Gisbert's over the footy. Ball spills clear. Well done there by Compton. Compton's handball was a good one. Little careful kick. That was an effective one as well to Hammond. Hammond got it in the middle from Odden. Hammond, very quiet day. Newman's done a great job on him today. Fisted away there by Lane to Johnson. Johnson's kick, pretty effective, and he found Mead. And Mead was made to earn it as he marked that there by Nick Gray. But Gray doing a good job there of holding up Braden Mead. Mead wants to switch the play, comes across to this side of the field, the broadcast side. Ava slips over at the crucial moment. Still got his handball away to Mead. Mead finds Spirrell in the back pocket. And Norwood will look to move it up towards half-back. High kick, will it stay in play? Calder launched himself at the footy and he punches the ground in frustration as he couldn't quite drag in the mark.
Yep, it's been a good start there for the Norseman. Matty Ava, like you said, Brush, you don't know what's going to happen when he's got the ball deep in there. Sometimes he produces a 55-metre switch that just opens it up, and other times he handballs it straight to the opposition or slips over. As Watkins, I think we're going to toss it in again.
Yeah, let's have another throw in.
Why not? Why not? It's been a long day for everyone, Bruce, and the umpires' scores are still level here. Of course, first goal is crucial. Watkins and Narbergs. Watkins wins the tap down to Danaher, and he's on his wrong foot, and that kick's just gone straight up. It's not going to be a mark. Well done by Ruff's edge there. Great tackle on Hudson, and it's going to be a ball up. So we've gone basically nowhere there. We've gone 2 minutes now in this last quarter, where Blackburn half forward, ball up.
And the heavens with the sun have
there
opened up.
Lee can turn his brightness down as Hudson drops a footy. Danaher wants a piece of it, couldn't grab it the first time. Got his handball out to Watkins, who's been pretty good all day. That kick won't go far enough, but Ruff's edge takes it, tries to claim a mark. Got to check side, inside forward 50, but taking the mark is David Johnson, who's done well as the loose man today. That's a kick, is a shocker. Over to Ava, he gets it on the third bounce, 10 metres away. Ava steps in and out, and his kick is good this time. It finds Horner. Horner's handball over the top is good to Lane, and he's off. He put the afterburners off Nelson Lane. He runs away from one, bursts past McIntyre and goes long to Williams. Drops it, came off the big chest. Williams tries to burst through a tackle, probably should have been pinged. Hood gets it back, and his kick, and then the kick from Clay is good, and it finds Murphy. By the looks of it,
I think that's Clay with it.
Sorry, Clay got it from Otten. So Clay now plays on. That kick is a shocker, but it finds its target in McIntyre. He gives the handball off to Faulkner. Cruceratis does well. Got a handball again inboard towards Lane. Coming there is Clay. The kick quickly forward out of there by Compton. It's going long down the line to Bathy. Bathy does well against Ava. It's 2-on-1 now if he can get it through Newman's legs to Hammond. He slaps it forward. Picked up by Luke Conker. He's been opportunistic all day. Runs on the right foot. Gone. Great chase by David Johnson.
Well done.
And they're going to play on Jason Sproul. Did he think about it? He has, because he's found a target there in Jordan with the glove. And now he's a centre-half back and take over, Brad.
Great call, Matty, as Jordan's kick up towards the wing finds Calder. Calder drives it forward. One-on-one contest. Williams had front position. Strong tackle. There's another tackle by Bernal on Marr. Stripped him of the footy. Narberg's handball over the top. Gibson. Gibson bends it back and kicks the goal. And Norwood, they kick the first goal of this last quarter and lead by 6 points.
Damien Watson, boundary side.
After that David Johnston tackle, boys, the whole Norwood bench went up in arms. They loved it and probably set up that goal.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Brash, I reckon Jamie Bernal listened to you, mate. He was at the feet of Lee Williams.
Yeah, he was. And that's the thing with Davey Johnson. He can be also mercurial as well, because he can produce something out of nothing. And
he never gives up.
No, he doesn't.
He's got X factor.
And trust me, he's an interesting cat, David Johnson. Ripping bloke, but an interesting cat. But that run down.
He marches to the beat of his own drum, doesn't he?
Luke Conker went back in on his right, Brad, which he's a left footer, I believe. I thought he would just run and kick a drop punt.
Next 5 minutes will be very interesting in this game.
Narbergs wins the tap to Jordan, who's been very good, and his kick before from centre half back really set it up. He called her there. So Williams is not quite. If Williams can start clunking him this quarter, Norwood could run away with it. So tap down by Watkins. Coming through there was Rough's Edge. Couldn't get clean hands on it either. Could Gray. Handballing out of there well, and they've got a runner now. Looks like Faulkner. He goes long towards Hammond, who might finally get a mark here. He can't. He's been shut down all the way. There's Johnson again. Left foot kick out of nowhere. It's going to go towards centre wing. Fagan will win the race. No, he won't. He'll stop and allow his teammate to get it there. Good handball over the top from Marr. Got it to Rough's Edge. Rough's Edge back to Faulkner. Just kicked before Ava came across with a smother. It's a long ball. Sparrow got up and fisted towards the boundary line. Horner's not going to get there first. Bathy will. Bathy didn't have the foot. He got a toe poke to it. Lane comes through. His handball quickly. Hammond intercepts it. Got it to Hudson. Hudson ignores Hammond and goes back to Rough's Edge. Off one step. Rough's Edge goes bang! Scores a level again. 10-10, 70 apiece here. 5.5 minutes gone in this final term. Great handball from Sam Hudson. Could have easily given it to the star man Hammond, but looked inside. Rough's Edge, one step, bang. 10-10 apiece, Brad.
Interestingly, what happens though in the last quarter, the game does open up. The defences don't sort of really stick to their plays, and it turns on these sort of games to be a shootout, goal for goal. Who's going to crack first?
It was so smart then by Hudson to not give that handball to Hammond, because Hammond would have been running onto his right side. So he ignored that call, which was wise, gave it off. And a great goal kick by Jack Rough's Edge, who's standing pretty tall in this last quarter. He's really getting his hands on the footy a lot. Blackburn clear it out of the middle. Conker flew for it. Came off hands to Horner. Horner's kick tumbles along away from Hudson. Compton takes possession, gets the handball back. Conceded some metres with that one. Strong tackle. Ball was shot out, and it's pretty messy through the middle, but they keep their heads. Norwood, Murphy's handball. Got it to Fagan. Fagan's lovely kick to Lawler, and that was good footy in the finish. It was a bit untidy to begin with, but Anthony Fagan showed a bit of class, bit of composure, didn't panic, and a lovely kick.
Opposite foot too.
Sometimes the shank or the miss picker can actually throw a side out of position, and that's what happened there with Anthony Fagan.
Well, he went to his right, didn't he, the defender?
Yep. So Lawler. Distance won't be a problem. Accuracy, or in fact it is, it's fallen well short of the goals. But the mark's been claimed. It's been claimed there by Ryan Bathy. Hasn't had a big day today. He's kicked one goal way back in the first quarter. Not a lot of impact since then, but he's taken a mark, and there's no doubt about that mark.
Johnson just sort of went too early to contest. He didn't allow himself a jump.
Bathy kicks the goal, and Blackburn get 2 on the trot, and that could be crucial in this last term. They now lead by 6 points.
To the car park end as well, Brad. Like I was saying there, Brass, Johnson probably goes to get contact with it. I think it might be Hammond, rather than allowing to staying with Bathy and get a jump at it. So Bathy's got free reign at that footy. So that's why he's probably taking the mark. A good mark nonetheless, but Johnson probably need to stay with him.
Most definitely. I think the thing is too, you got a guy like Bathy. I mean, Jake Hammond probably his own worst enemy. Sometimes you've got to keep out of the way when you've got a key forward like that, a big man. Play one-on-one. Reminds me a bit like of Talevsky.
Yeah. Barry Cotts quickly.
Yeah, close game. Whitehouse Pioneers 6-11-47. Glenwaldie Hawks 7-4-46. 1 point the difference.
Repeat ball up here in the centre circle. So after Norwood hit the front with that Gibson check side, it's now Blackburn with 2 quick ones through Rough's Edge and Bathy. So ball up again. Good tap by Narbergs, but Watkins is direct opposite. Won the ball down. So Watkins has been really impressive since Sochio has been rugged up, as we can see in the background. So they're going to go again, Narbergs and Heat. Narbergs wins the tap down straight to Jordan and just hooks it over his head to no one in particular. Williams should get there first. The bounce just does them all. Gibson's there as well. Tries to play for a free kick. One done by Chris Clay. He got away with it. His little dribble kick goes nowhere in particular. Good pick up by Faulkner. And his snap's gone straight up in the air. It'll be pay to mark if anyone can get there. They're going to watch it bounce over the boundary line. And now we're going to have a boundary throw in just on left half forward for Norwood. They're a goal behind. 9 minutes gone last quarter. Barry Cotts.
Yeah, another close game. East Burwood 11-5-71 to Coldstream 10-8-68.
I told you, Brash. I told you. The tips aren't looking that good now. As it's thrown in as Watkins wins the tap from the second spot there. And he's going to get wrapped up by Michael Wright, who's once again, Brad, he's just there, isn't he? He's always in the packs.
Eastbourne are still 3 points up, though.
And they are 3 points up, Rush. You're correct. As they win another tap there, Narbergs went in the direction of right. He couldn't get there. Patterson got taken on, no free kick. Gisbert's just rolls it forward. Williams pushed under the footy, but it looks like Hood there again. Faulkner got away, just got it out of there before Bennell got him. Horner probably fumbled a bit too late. Cruceratus comes forward, hits his shins, goes to Lane, who took one on, got his handball towards right, just in time. He's going to go again, Lane. Steps in and out with a little blind turn. Kick's going to go there. Good run in there from Murphy. Narbergs hit him hard. Jordan comes through and cleans up Compton there.
Oh.
They're trying to pick it up was Narbergs. Handballed out of there by Gisbert's. Cruceratus is going to wrap up Murphy. Who's he going to get a free kick?
Gee, that was some really...
Ball up. That's tough footy.
That is tough footy there. Both sides not given an inch there.
So I'm going to ball it up inside forward 50 for Norwood. They trail by a goal here. 10 minutes gone in the last quarter. Narberg's going to try and take it out of the ruck. He's on hands and knees now. Coming through like a bull there was Compton. Cruceratus picks it up and a great tackle there from Faulkner. Drives him into the turf. Barricades quickly.
Yeah, Kilsyth 10-9-69, Fair Park 6-9-45, Forest Hill 9-11-65, Surrey Park 5-7-37.
Game over both of them.
A lot of players around this footy. Jordan there trying to rip the ball out of the grasp of McIntyre. Couldn't do so. And it's danger times now for Norwood as they trail by a goal. Narbergs, quick kick. It is in their forward line though. Odden. Gee, he ran into his teammate there in Clay. High up and under kick by Hill. Drifts across the face of goal and out of bounds on the full.
Probably not the bloke you want having the snapshot there, is it, Brash? You'd prefer Lee Williams with that one?
No, but unfortunately Stuart Hill was the only player in the vicinity of the ball.
So Clay in the back pocket. Switches to the outer side. Nice kick this time. They're off and running. Odden onto that trusty left foot. Odden's kick up towards Young on the wing. Was bustled out of it nicely then by Lane, and good result there for Nelson Lane and for his Norwood team. Manages to force the ball up.
I like the cut of his jib, this Nelson Lane. He gives himself every opportunity to win a one-on-one contest.
Narbergs won the tap down. Sounds like firecrackers in the background. Taking possession was Lawler. Lawler backpedals with the handball. Gave it to Patterson. Long kick by Patterson. No mark taken. Lane does really well again. Gets good boot kick to ball. Brilliantly done. They're off and running again, Norwood. Ava over the top. Neat kick was effective. Got it to Calder. Takes the opponent on. Brilliant tackle by Faulkner. And holding the ball will...
No, he got a handball. Got a handball. He got a handball. Could have been deliberate, but he got a handball.
Well, I've never seen the Blackburn supporters get so excited about it.
If it wasn't so cold, Dan Sensic, they'd take the red jackets off as it's tossed in here on centre wing. Narbergs missed the tap. Getting a quick hit out of there was Murphy. And that's going to go out of bounds on the full, so they're definitely not going to be happy now, the Red Jackets. They think they should have had a free kick on centre wing.
Well, Narbergs probably should have got a free kick out of the ruck there.
I think the umpires have put the whistle away in the second half, but I agree. I think got the handball. Deliberate was probably the call they could have gone. As Blease will bring it back in now. He's got a good right boot. He's going to try and take him on though for pace. He does, and he burns Ruff's edge there. He falls on his feet. The kick's long to Watkins though, and he's going to take a mark deep and across half back. Blease did well, but
he played all his players out of position then, Matty, though.
He didn't he? So Watkins goes back to Watton. Top of the score. He looked to play on, but he's pressured by Hill. So the left footer now. Deep in defence, last line of defence is going to be called to play on. He goes short towards Watkins, who takes a good slips catch, a much needed slips catch there in the back pocket. So he's going to go, looks like he might go long down the line. So Watkins, he will, the ruckman, goes down the line towards Hammond, who hasn't done much today, but a mark would be nice here for his side, and it is. Stood up and took a nice strong mark and chips it inboard. He finds a target there in Gray. So Gray looks to go inboard again. The runner needs to get out of the way here. Yeah. Short back to Hammond. So he's getting involved now, but probably not where Blackburn want him to get involved. Right across half back. They lead by a goal, the Burners. 11-10-76 to Norwood 10-10-70. Close to 14 minutes gone. His kick's just to Gray over the head of Blease. Gray goes inboard again to Clay. Clay goes wider still. This is Faulkner now on the other way. Good switch. Faulkner goes down the line. He's got Young. Young's got the burst on Hudson. He does. He swings back onto his right side and handballs inboard to Otten at the top of the centre square. He's kicked some grubber across the ground. Diving on the footy there. Well done by Murphy. Lane goes in. Good hit by Otten. Good contest from Lane Otten and good tackle. And we're going to have a ball up on Blackbird's forward flank. And like I said, they're a goal up. 15 minutes gone here in the last quarter. Barry Cott's quickly around the grounds.
Yep, Division 3 scores. The Basin 14-8-92 to Waverley Blues 9-5-59. Ringwood 18-11 129 to South Belgrave 1-8. And Churnside Park 12-9-81. Behind Ferntree Gully 13-5-83. Or Ferntree Gully in front, 2 points.
Yeah, and here at Mullen Reserve, that magnificent electronic scoreboard on the outer side shows Blackburn leading 11-10-76 to Norwood 10-10-70. 6-point lead to Blackburn.
We've only had 3 goals in this second half, but it's been an exciting contest, though.
Absolutely. Cracker of a game today on EFL Game Day. Match of the day. Picked a good one, Dan, this week, I think.
Yep.
Right on the money.
Another free kick that could have gone to Nelson Lane there, Brush, but at least they're being consistent. They're saying unless it's obvious, they're not giving it at the moment.
As you said, the umpires are probably playing 1 out of every 2 free kicks.
The P's gone in the whistle, Brush.
Yeah.
So it's Bathy competing in the ruck. Came off hands. Quick kick. Off target.
Handy
and
point,
a minor score.
Yes.
And it's always a handy point, of course, at this stage of the game. 7-point lead to Blackburn.
Young.
I think
Young
that was,
got that.
Was that Damien Watson down in their boundary wanted to chat? Or,
My angle,
Was
but
it? There
could
you
be
go.
different.
Oh, well, I'll go with your angle.
Well, Brush is right, though. It's a very, very handy point. In a second half that's only seen 5 goals, a 7-point margin, 2 kicks now, Brush. They take their time getting it back to Matty Ava, who has been... He's been the lottery with his kicking today, so let's see what he's got in store for us. He's going to go long towards our broadcast position. It's a bit of a shank. It's straight to Johnson and Hammond. He's definitely shoved him out. Both umpires pay that one, Brash. They put it away and then both come in there. So Hammond's got it. He's about 60 from home. He's not going to have a shot, but he is starting to come into the game now. Johnson's been told to come back. It's now play on. Hammond's kicks into the pocket. He's looking for Bathy. That's a great kick. Onto the leading Bathy in the pocket. Look at this. Pinpoint accuracy from Jake Hammond, and that's what good players do. Brash, isn't it? They stand up even when they're having a dog day.
Yep, that is.
So look at this kick. Straight onto the chest of Bathy. He's lining up for his third. He kicked the first Blackburn goal of this quarter.
He's quick off the mark, Ryan Bathy
He's
too.
good. And I think it was Sparrow, probably a bit of a mismatch. So Bathy tucked into the pocket. This kick could be the icing on the cake here in a low-scoring second half. Don't know what Jesse Newman's doing, but it's put him off. Hammond's going to fly. A good spoil from Lane. Knocks it through for another behind. So it's 11-12, 78 to 10, 10-70. 17 minutes gone in this last quarter. Barry Cott's score centre.
Boronia, Division 4, 8-12-60. Donvale 4-5-29. And Templestone 9-12-66 to Warrandyte 5-8-38.
Blease went short and got it to Horner. Played a pretty good game today, Stuart Horner. The ex-Bulldog went short to Blease. Sam Blease. 33 AFL games he played. 33, sorry, with Melbourne. 1 with Geelong. Up towards the wing position. Handball shot out then by Horner. The kick up towards, or further afield. Nice mark taken by Jordan. Jordan over the top with the handball. They're off and running Norwood. Cruceratis' kick to the pocket. Fisted away, and good work then by Marr. And it was Bennell who was the target then, but Tom Marr was all over him and found the safety of the boundary line.
Need a goal from this stoppage, Nord.
Yeah, they do.
Coming up to 18 minutes gone in the final quarter. 8-point lead to Blackburn. Narbergs had front position in the ruck contest.
Good tackle.
Palmed it down, but Jordan there in the one glove, he immediately set upon his opponent. Had him all wrapped up in the tackle.
If Norwood are going to win this game of football, Lee Williams will have to, instead, he's going to have to curb his enthusiasm for going up the ground and stay in the forward 50.
Rough's edge, got the little kick, was effective. Then boots it further afield, conquer the target, got hands to it. Horner does really well, kept his feet nicely, shot out a handball. It's a hotly contested footy at the moment. Another low handball there was intended for Horner and taken over the boundary line.
Mead's got to kick it there, doesn't he?
Yeah, probably
Just get it
overusing
inside
the footy
50,
a bit then. Yeah, 8-point lead for Blackburn. Norwood, yeah, I think just get it in quickly into that forward 50. They can't afford to overpossess the footy at this stage. Quick kick, hugging the boundary.
Good mark.
And it was very effective, and the mark safely held. Wing position. Short pass was on from Young. Got it to Gray, that was. Gray, lovely kick. Bathy goes short. There's loose players everywhere for Blackburn, and Lawler was the lucky recipient there on the end of that chain. But, gee, that was all a bit too easy for the Burners.
It was, and the other thing is too, look, Paddy Lawler's already had a shot in this quarter. He struggled for distance a little while ago.
This one's a bit closer in, I think.
If he puts this one through, Norwood, they're going to need a miracle, I reckon.
One goal today he's kicked in the second quarter. This
likes
is his
it.
second, and he made no mistake. As soon as it came off his boot, he was happy about that one. 2 goals for Lawler, 14-point lead for Blackburn. And Norwood, have they got one last challenge left in them?
Well, the flag is flying here on centre wing there, the big Blackburn flag, and the Red Jackets are about to come out, I reckon, here, Brad. 14 points the difference now. We're ticked into time on, and I reckon Norwood just got a bit greedy, pushed too many numbers right up the ground there, Brash, and that's left those loose players out in the hole.
Yeah,
Jake Hammond's had about 5 marks in this last quarter too.
No, and that's the thing. If you're a key forward and you're not hitting the scoreboard,
Get involved.
That's where your 1%ers come into play.
Narberg taps it into the path of Cruceratos, who for the first time in the game can't get clean possession. It's picked up there by Faulkner and just slaps it on the boot. Lawler should win this race, although the ball's going to trickle towards Ava. It's beaten him as well. Johnson picks it up, takes on a tackler. Great work by Davey Johnson. Goes down the line. Good kick. Calder couldn't mark it though. Come back to Faulkner again. He just bangs a barrel, but it's a bit of a mung. Seeing there's Lawler. Good mark. He's come into it in this last term. Swings on the right. Short ball's in the direction of Rough's Edge. He marks it 50 out. Can play on. Doesn't. Goes short. Looking for Bathy with 3 snaps, goals, that's game. That's Blackburn 13-12-90, Ryan Bathy kicks his third, 21 minutes gone, they lead by 20 points here. Norwood 10-10-70, Barry Codd Score Centre.
Yes, let's take some Division 2 scores, and Upper Ferntree Gully 9-4-58, Crawdon 5-9-39, Park Orchards 13-8-86 to Murrelbark 7-9-51. Lilydale 9-5-59 to Mulgrave 2-5-17, and the big game Mitcham and Doncaster, it's Mitcham 11-10-76, 3-point leaders over Doncaster is 10-13-73.
Coming home like the proverbial
I just got a text saying Doncaster East have just hit the front and Mitcham have missed a shot at goal.
Well, we're into time on here. Blackburn lead by 20 points. It looks like it's all over as McIntyre drives it forward. Massive pack of players camped under that one. No mark taken. Strong tackle by Johnson. Dispossessed Hammond. Ball ended up in the hands of Gray. Gray looks to put it beyond all doubt, but his kick is off target. Minus score there for Nick Gray. And I guess the only chance that remains for Norwood is the way that Blackburn have been able to kick 3 quick goals in quick time. Norwood have to do exactly that.
Well, it's long down the centre there from Matty Ava. Bernal flew, but the ball's going to fist it back into the Blackburn forward 50. Lawler gets it. His kicks just hit his teammate in the face. It comes back to McIntyre. Quick smother by Horners. Really well done. Cruceratos gets it out. He was looking for me, but it's found the chest of Tom Maher. And Maher marks on centre wing. He goes short out wide. He's got Young. Young marks on half forward. Could take off, but decides to steady. He's going to have a few options. He's got Bathy deep. And that's probably where he's going to look. So Ryan Bathy's going to have a go at this one again. And he has one hand! Ryan Bathy coming into the votes, I reckon, Brash here.
Possibly.
He stood up in this last quarter. Marcus Young went long. And I don't know what kind of dance they're doing in front of us here in the box, Brad, but look at this. He had one arm locked by Matty Ava and just goes, I don't need it, mate. And locks it into his stomach. And look at him, he's pretty happy with that. He should go back, kick his 4th and 3rd of the last quarter. And this will definitely put the icing on the cake for Blackburn. What it says about Norwood's season, we're not sure, but the Burners are definitely looking like finalists this time around. Bathy kicks his 4th. Blackburn 14-13-97, Norwood 10-10-70. And Barry, before we go around the grounds for you, I have got a score from Lilydale who aren't tweeting. They're 120 odd, playing Mulgrave 30.
And Division 1 final score, Vermont 12-18-90 defeated East Ringwood 6-9-45, and a final score for Doncaster. Doncaster big winners 15-15, 105 over Montrose 5-9-39.
Gee, they're having a good season, Doncaster.
They are indeed, no question about that. Well, Ryan Bathy just looks like marking everything that comes his way at the moment.
Yep.
And dominant last quarter by him. 3 goals for the term, 4 for the day. 27-point lead now for Blackburn. And, gee, Norwood just haven't been able to match it with them in this last quarter when the pressure's really been on. Nice mark taken back there by Stuart Horner. Horner pokes it very short to Wright. And Wright was really made to earn that one as he marked it. Doesn't waste too much time. Michael Wright plays on. Switches to the outer side. Blees was the target. Bathy there. Dishes off a handball to Patterson. Patterson's hurried kick. Bounces. And Lawler races in and kicks the easiest of goals. And the margin now is out to 33 points, and it all just looks so easy now for the Burners.
Two men have taken it away, Brash. Lawler and Bathy, they've kicked all the goals in this quarter.
But this is pretty embarrassing, this last 10 minutes for Norwood.
Yeah.
They have just, they've put up the white flag
Especially
here.
after Paddy Bowden, that's Lawler's third. Paddy Bowden as well said, he said to Damo he is confident his side wanted it more. Doesn't look that way, does it, Brash?
No, it does not. And look, It just highlights the fact that if Lee Williams can't get his hands on the ball, they don't have enough goal-kicking power here.
Only quarter they've looked dominant is when Williams was on fire.
And that was when I said they had one shot to get back into the contest.
Exactly. Well, they got back into it, but now they're out of it again as Narberg's won the tap. Rhett Jordan, who's been good all day on hands and knees, got a handball to Crucerato, who quickly inside forward 50. Williams should get to this one, but diving on top of it, he should get a free kick. There was Clay. I would have thought he got dived on top by Williams, who has a bit of a streak. So he needs to make sure he stays out of trouble here with 25 minutes gone in the last and the game dead. As Narbergs will go up against, it looks like, yeah, it is Watkins again. Watkins, big leap, but didn't tap the ball. Narbergs dig, but to McIntyre. His quick kick came around the corner. Quick handball by Narbergs. It's found its way to Bernal, who snap around the body. Hits Hill in the guts. Williams is going to try and pick it up. He's going to hack it off the ground. He's got 5. Well done, Lee Williams. Soccers it through into the bottom corner. He's kicked his 5th. He's got a nice little handful. Is that 38 for the year, I believe? Hits Stuart Hill probably in the unmentionables there. Rebound to Williams, and he just soccers it through side foot. So they get a consolation goal here, Nord. 11-10-76. Blackburn 15-13, 103. 26 minutes gone in this last quarter. Barry Cotts, a few more scores.
Yeah, final score, Coldstream game, full-time Coldstream 11-10-76 have just dropped short 12-5-77. These Burwood 1-point winners.
Oh, Brash.
Told you.
27-point lead now for Blackburn after that last goal by Williams for Norwood. Mead with the handball to Spirrell, has a bounce, thinks about a second, then kicks it off the left foot. Not his best effort though, and the mark safely held it there by Marr.
Hit the leading target at least.
Tom Marr's had a good second half for Blackburn. Gibson did well to compete then. Ball on the deck. Blees immediately wrapped up in the tackle, and it will be a ball up. Goes to show, Brash, you can't play 2 good quarters of footy and expect to win a game.
No, not anymore.
And that's what they've done today, Norwood. 1 outstanding quarter, 1 very good, solid, gritty quarter, but then 2 quarters where they just almost haven't turned up, certainly in that first term. And in this last 10 minutes or so, it's been...
Thank God Paddy
they've done that for 2 years, though, been very hot and cold.
I know.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's to say the least. This is Gibson. Throws it on the boot. Adam Gibson. He's already got 1 today in this quarter
as well, yeah.
And he's just kicked his 2nd goal of the last quarter. So a bit of sugar at the end there for Norwood, but it's all
too little, too late.
A couple of young timers here, so they bring it back to 21 points. I'd say we've got 2 minutes max left. It's been a relatively high-scoring quarter in the end. We've had 9 goals, so we should go towards 30, but I agree, Brad. This is too little, too late. Adam Gibson, he's tried hard. They've all tried hard, and they've all showed signs of their talent. But like you said, you can't play 2.5 quarters of footy if we're counting this half of this quarter.
Well, I'm not counting this last 2 minutes. You're not counting?
Okay, if you can't play 2 quarters of footy, as Narbergs taps it down, and then getting a good handball in there was Gisbert's. Got it to Narbergs. That kicks go just 20 up, 10 far. Coming through then again was Jordan. Oh no, sorry, it's Kemp.
I think the frustrating thing is, I said at the start of the day, Nord had built some momentum.
Yeah,
that
and
could
they
be
kept it.
That they haven't kept it. They've lost that momentum going into that break.
Watkins has rucked all day since the injury to Sochio. Coming through there. So quick kick around the corner, Calder. It goes into the face of Compton, I think, and Hudson takes a short kick to Lawler, who doesn't stop running. He handballs over the top to Patterson. He won his left boot from 50. It looks like he's gone in the Bathy direction. Who marks? He's going to have a shot at 5.
Tell you what.
Oh no, he's handballed over the top to Luke Conker, and he's got 3. And that's gone almost into Brad's front yard. And Blackburn there, Ryan Bathy, look at this strong mark. Johnson out of position, good strong hands, and does the unselfish thing. Airballs the Conco, slams through his third. He's been opportunistic. Probably only had about 6 touches, kicked 3 goals, 1. Barry Cott's around the grounds.
Yes, and Scoresby has just defeated Heathmont.
Ooh.
Oh, there we go. So Blackburn 16-1309, Norwood 12-10-82. I was wrong on that one too, Brash. Brad Anderson, Brash. There we go. So we're saying Norwood want the siren. That's probably added a few more minutes into it. They've had to fetch it out of Brad's front yard.
Young Patterson looks a little bit like Dan Hanbury a bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, a little bit of that Sydney blonde midfielder with the left foot. Kieran Jack maybe. So they go again. Watkins wins the tap down. Narberg's on hands and knees. He's tried hard all day for Norwood, and Watkins was about to do something silly but pulled out of it. 27 points the difference here for Blackburn, and if you turned off at quarter time and turned back on again, you wouldn't be surprised. And there it is. So full time here, Blackburn win their 6th game of the season, 16-13-109 to Norwood 12-10-82. Norwood now 4-5, Blackburn 6-3. We said coming into the day, Brash, that it was a big game for both sides, and that's what's happened here. Quickly run through the goal kickers before Brash has his say. Lee Williams kicked 5 for Norwood. There was 2 each to Calder, and Gibson with singles to Narbergs, Kusaratis and Mead. And whilst for Blackburn there was 4 to Ryan Bathy, 3 of them in that last quarter, 3 to Patrick Lawler, 2 of them in that last quarter. Luke Conker kicked 3, being an opportunistic little forward. Liam Patterson kicked a long bomb in the first. Xavier Murphy got 1 in the first. Tim Watkins kicked 2 in the first as well. And Jack Ruffshead kicked Blackburn's first goal of the last quarter off 1 step.